Hi, my name is Pauline Miller. I'm the director of Personal Touch Funerals. I've been doing a series of videos recently just enlightening you, our public, as to what is happening, particularly in the Afro-Caribbean marketplace, with the different rules that are being brought in place for cremations and burials over the next couple of weeks and months in light of the coronavirus. I am really concerned though, as a black woman, as a person who is working with our black people in terms of putting their funerals together, that we are not listening and really taking in the full implications of what coronavirus means to us, and also what coronavirus will mean to us if our loved one passes away from the virus. So it's compelled me to just sit here and talk to you a little bit and just explain from a professional point of view, but also with whole heart as a black woman, to say we really have to just take some notice of what is happening, guys, and put some things in place. So what I'd like is your attention just for a couple of minutes, have a listen to what I've got to say, think about what I've got to say, and really let it penetrate. The coronavirus is a deadly virus. It's more frightening for a lot of us because we know nothing really about it. What we do know about it is it will kill. And it is killing all races. So I'm hearing, one of the things that frightens me is when I hear our people say, if you drink the tea with the ginger and the lemon and the garlic and the melanin in our skin, we're actually going to be fine from this. Nothing will happen to us. And I'm here to tell you, as a black woman who is a funeral director who is picking up our people who have died from corona, that the ginger and the lemon and the melanin didn't help. It won't help. It is a myth. What we have to do is to take proper measures that we all have the ability to be able to take. Yes? If your loved one dies from corona, there are going to be some heartbreaking circumstances, heartbreaking realities that we have got to take into place. But let's go backward before death. Let's look at prevention better than cure. All right? In light of this, what you've got to do is to keep yourselves safe, keep your families safe. Parents, you have a duty. Partners, we have a duty. As a community, we have a duty to keep ourselves safe. So, a couple of things that we can do. We cannot be going off to the marketplace with no mask and nothing on our hands. If you just think about that trip you're making, you're going to go on a bus with other people, or on a tube with other people, or walking on the streets with other people. Lots and lots of people from all different walks of life have touched those surfaces. But one of the areas that really worries me is when we go into our typical Indian man shop, where it's our tradition to feel up the avocado and see if it's ripe, to pick up the plantain and see if it's the right plantain that we want, look at the yam, look at the okra, look at all those things, touching, feeling, with no gloves on. So everybody before you has touched and feel and squeeze, and you're going to now take that home, put it on your kitchen surface. We don't know who's touched it. There will be some people who've had coronavirus. They don't even know they've got it. That will have touched it. You've now taken this into your homes. You've put this on your kitchen surface. You've left it there. It's been on your handbag. You hug your kids. You hug your partner. The thing will start to spread. So for all of us, we should be going into these places with some gloves. It is not a guarantee it's going to stop, but it's prevention. It is making sure that everybody who touched them, feel them, what have you, we're not taking it on our hands and taking it into our homes. All right? The masks. We have to talk about the masks. JB, who works with me, when Jay came into the office about 4 weeks ago with his mask, we fell about laughing. We said, we curse him. Jay, what are you doing with masks? Nobody knows if we wear a mask, blah, 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 blah. Now, who did we all go to get masks from? The same JB. Who are the doctors and the nurses scrambling to get masks? Yeah, I'm still out, and I'm seeing many of us, particularly our elder people, no mask. You just have to put it on for a short time while you're going into areas where there's lots of people. If it's going to keep you safe, if it's going to keep you well, this is not a time to be looking Chris, it doesn't care hot boy, hot girl who you is. Corona don't business that you're hot. It's still coming for you. So put the mask on. Prevention is better than cure. Okay? We have to look at the social distancing. So this is where we come now, sadly, to funerals, because the rules that are now being brought into play are going to affect us. There are 4 parts of the funeral that we know of. There's the good traditional night, get together, remember the person who's passed away, drink, play dominoes, all be together. That's the beginning of our tradition. It's a huge part of our tradition. But you can't have night and each of us be 6 feet away, which is what the social distancing is saying. So what night is going to have to happen is, sadly, be put on a back burner. So some of you have said to me, it's okay, Pauline, we're not having the big nights in a club anymore. We're just going to have it in our house. So you're going to invite everybody into your house, where all your children is, where your other halves is. You don't know what them have or what them not have. And you're all together in this house. If you just stop and think about it, it's frightening what we're doing. We have to put nights. As much as it's going to hurt us, we have to put it on the back burner. You've got night. You've got the funeral service, you've got the burial or cremation, and then you've got the reception or the wake. What will have to happen right now is we've got to take out that third bit. We've got to put our loved ones to rest for the burial or cremation, and at a later date, because this too will pass. My child lives in China, and she is telling me things are getting back to normal there because they've done what they need to do. They've done what we're doing now. So it will begin to get better, whereby the numbers which are cut down to 10 to 20 to attend a funeral. 10 to 20, I know I'm dealing with families who've got that just in their, sometimes just in their immediates. We haven't gone to grandchildren and great-grandchildren and brothers and sisters, but that is all you can have. 10 to 20 people coming to the funeral. If any more go, they're going to turn them away. Now, all of that for me is heartbreaking, but this isn't any of our doing. This is the virus. These are the rules of the country. These are the rules that they're stringently going to want us to follow. All right. So we just want to bury our people with dignity. And then at a later date when things change, then we can have a really beautiful memorial service for them. You know, we can have the service in the church. There's many things that can be done so that their presence is still there, and then have the reception. Many things that can be done that their presence is still there. All we're looking at doing is spreading it now over a period of time, rather than everything having to be on that one day. Yeah? But just some truths, guys, from a funeral director's point of view. And this is the one that I find is absolutely heartbreaking. That heartbreaking to the point I didn't want to do this video, but it is reality. It's a reality I'm trying to get through to my clients now, and I know I'm having real difficulty. If your person passes away of the coronavirus, particularly it's the home ones that worry me. You will have probably been there when they're ill. You and your family members, and particularly if they're our older generation, and we're going to want to comfort them, we're going to want to hold their hands, kiss, hug them, tell them it's all okay until such time as their time comes when God takes them home. We've now been in very, very close contact with the virus. The first thing that we need to do is in the home, we need to burn and get rid of bed linen, bedclothes, sterilize their rooms, because invariably there is a partner that's left, and that partner is also going to be old and frail, and they cannot be in that vicinity without it being sterilized. So we need to, you get the antibacs, you wipe down the doors, you wipe down the bed, you wipe down all the surfaces. Don't talk about washing the sheets. Throw the sheets away. Throw the bed linen away. I'm even saying throw the pillows and the quilts and what away. We can buy them again. We can't buy your life again. Get rid of those. If you have elderly people and you can take them to a place of safety, not always easy. If my mum was alive, when mum went, dad is not going anywhere with us. He's going to want to stay in the house. So we have to make him as comfortable as possible. But there are elders who will go with us for a while we allow the antibac that we've put into play to do its job. And our key thing is to keep them very safe. Because, guys, if they die of the coronavirus, the real heartbreaking thing is that is the last time that you're going to be able to see them. There's no more of our traditions whereby we're going to dress them and embalm them and make them look beautiful. You're going to come and have that one last seeing and say goodbye and have open coffins at the actual service. There is none of that. If a person sadly dies of the coronavirus, you will not be able to see them again. And that really, really breaks my heart, to the point I don't want to say this, but I have to say it because I'm going to be saying it to a number of you, and I'm saying it to a number of you already. That's going to be your last goodbye for them. And you need to begin to even let that seed in your mind, because that's going to be heartbreaking. And I can see as time goes on, these rules are going to get tighter and tighter and tighter. And when we are used to having these huge funerals of hundreds, the biggest one we've done is just under 900 people, and it's now reduced to 10 people. I've got one cemetery where it's 6 people. I've got family members who are more than 6, but some of those family members cannot go. We've done different videos for both the burial and the cremation to say the things that we're looking at putting in place and the things that are there to help this. But the key message here, people, is please, please, please listen. Please keep yourselves safe. Wear the gloves, wear the mask. Don't go out if it's not necessary. You know, I've got another friend, he's constantly in meetings. Where you going? You need to stay in your house right now. Wherever meeting can be had over a phone, it can be had on a video conferencing. That's how we're going to be conducting our meetings in the next couple of weeks. Please, please, please keep safe.